One of the things I've been thinking about the last couple of days about the draft, one of the things I used to love in years past was the story of, you talk to draft prospects, and Sammy used the phrase dreams come true. Mm-hmm. And certainly that's still the case for a lot. But one of the things I used to really enjoy about it was financially how much these players' lives will change after tonight, especially. Mm-hmm. But now it's just the rich getting richer with NIL. That's another thing NIL is.
Yeah, it's a really good point. That's a really good point, especially in a sport like football that commands such physicality, and you never know if the next day is going to be your last day. And then you get to this point. This used to be the payoff. This used to be when, okay, I can take care of mom and dad. I can buy mom a house, whatever it is. That has changed a little bit. Mike Florio once wrote that the draft actually reflects anti-American values. It restrains movement and flexibility in the inherent realities of self-determination. It forces men not long removed from being boys to move to places they otherwise would never choose to live, often hundreds, if not thousands of miles from the places they'd prefer to start their professional lives.
He's absolutely right. Mm-hmm. When you think about athletes being drafted into whatever league, it is so 180 degrees different from employment everywhere else.
Well, and just the word draft, it means against your will.
Yes.
Right? And so, yeah.
We won 2 world wars with that, though. What are you talking about?
Well, again, yeah, it's so to me, that is funny. That's the weird thing about professional sports, is that there is people just have to go where they're said you're going.
I would go anywhere for the check that Cam Ward's about to get.
And that is the trade-off. That is the trade-off.
You're headed to the same city he's headed to.
And look, that's
Nashville.
Yeah,
Nashville.
right.
That's true. Some of the players, though, do resist that part of it, and they try to sort of determine where they go. Mm-hmm. We've seen that every now and then.
And they're branded as villains when they do. I wanted to play this for you. This was brought to my attention earlier today. 19 years ago, the Arizona Cardinals had the 10th overall pick in the first round. 2006, they drafted a quarterback named Matt Leinart from USC. A gift from heaven, he was called by head coach Dennis Green called him. It didn't quite work out. Matt Leinart posted this on his Instagram account yesterday.
This message is to all the Arizona Cardinals fans. We're here in Green Bay, Wisconsin for the draft. And honestly, it just brings back a lot of great memories. 2006, I was drafted 10th overall to Arizona. It really, truly changed my life forever. And I just wanted to tell you fans, the Bidwells, and everybody in that organization that I'm sorry. Truly, I'm sorry that it didn't work out. It's a shame.
What is that about?
Wow, from Torey Lovello to Matt Leinart, everybody's apologizing for everything.
Let's just go around the room. Beck, is there anything that's been weighing on you for 19 plus years?
That's something.
And
I wonder, look, there was a time Matt Leinart wasn't known as the hardest of workers. You could see it in his body, right? He didn't build himself up, and he was prone to injury.
Sure.
And then there was the idea, you should ride or die with me. You should give me this job and then there was the famous hot tub thing, which I got all over him for in real time, caused quite a stir back in the day. It wasn't a laser focused kind of dude. It wasn't Tom Brady, put it that way.
Yeah.
And I think that's probably what he regrets. Because that isn't a, hey, sorry it didn't work. I tried my best. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry for letting you guys down.
That was on me.
That's on me. Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
He had a pretty good quarterback in front of him. And, man, Ken Whisenhunt really wanted to give Matt Leinart the job that year.
Oh, boy, did he ever.
He really did. But Matt Leinart was so bad in that preseason. Whisenhunt's hands were tied and had to hand the job over to a future Hall of Famer. So it worked out well. But, yeah, that was just bizarre.
Yeah,
And look, Matt Leinart is not...
What's going on here? You got Patrick Petersen coming back, all smiles and happy.
Has anybody heard from Josh Rosen?
Right, where's Josh Rosen?
Where is he?
Speaking of which, Nate Davis from USA Today, one of their football writers, put together a piece, the 50 biggest draft busts and disasters over the last 50 years. only 4 of them were Cardinals related. Only 2 of them were Arizona Cardinals related. Highest ranking on the list of disasters, according to Nate Davis, number 22, Josh Rosen, 10th overall in 2018. He wrote, Arizona traded a first, third, and 5th round pick to move up 5 spots to snatch him 10th overall. He flopped as a rookie and was replaced by Kyler Murray atop the 2019 draft. But when Rosen also burned the Dolphins, who gave up a round 2 pick to rescue him from the desert before he failed in Miami, like Darnold, Rosen was a victim of circumstances, but the Cardinals wouldn't have reset had they picked Lamar Jackson in 2018 instead. Fair?
Yeah.
And those 3 picks that went to the Raiders, they spun off 2 of them. And Colton Miller was the best of the 3 players that got drafted with those 3 picks. The other 2 weren't much of anything. The other one was Andre Wadsworth, 3rd overall in 1998. Was number 37 on the top 50.
Right.
And that was another player we were all convinced was a can't miss.
Well, and that was another player whose career got off to a very rocky start because of the annual holdout between the Cardinals and their first-round draft pick.
Yes. Before State Farm Stadium was a thing, that was a thing.
That was a thing.
You're not joking when you say the annual.
Yeah.
And when you consider that the player chosen next went off to a Hall of Fame career, Charles Woodson, that one hurts even more.
It does. Yeah, that does.
But it's not as bad as in 1978 when the Arizona Cardinals, with their first round pick, 15th overall, picked a kicker. The St. Louis Cardinals back then, by the way. I'm sorry. Steve Little.
Oh, boy.
Who then, not only did he had a short career, he was tragically killed in a car accident.
Did not know that.
Yeah, there was that was some painful reading to see all 50 of those laid out.
Well, listen, like I said in the blast, I really do believe that come Sunday, there's going to be a new wave of optimism around the Cardinals, regardless of who they take, because people trust Monty Austin for it. He's going to draft good football players. It's going to make sense to everybody, just like it does to everyone in 31 other markets. And then with everything that they have done in the offseason, like I said, the bringing home Calais Campbell, signing Dalvin Tomlinson the moment he became available, bringing in Josh Sweat, re-signing Evan Brown, things like this, people are going to feel that the new wave of excitement is going to begin for this team on Sunday morning. Yeah. Now they got to live up to it.
I think there's already a feeling that responsibility has returned to the front office. I think I agree with you that after this weekend, combined with everything they did in the offseason, that feeling's only going to get stronger.
Yep. Thanks for watching Bickley and Marotta. Click to see the latest Bickley Blast and hit the button in the middle to subscribe to Arizona Sports.